Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck.
Well, what do you know? It's time to go. Listen to the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show live from the Twin Cities. It's the Twin Cities Hit Show.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Let's get this hit show started.
Those get better every time.
I was going to say, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
That's your little motivation for the week. It's Friday. Make this a good weekend.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, welcome to the Twin Cities Hit Show. It is Friday the 13th. I don't know what's going to happen today. I'm Rusty Gain Man this Friday the 13th.
I'm Chuck Gollop, also on Friday the 13th.
Courtney McLean. It's Friday the 13th.
I asked you to research it. Why is Friday the 13th the deal?
So, it's much more than a quaint superstition observed by a few uneducated people.
Like Chuck. Go
on.
In distant, unreachable towns and hamlets. It's considered an evil day. The origins aren't perfectly clear, but we do know that Friday and the number 13 have long been considered unlucky. It was around the late 19th century that the first documented instances started popping up of people putting the two together. Why Friday is thought to be an unlucky day is to spring from Christianity.
Really?
Friday is considered the day that Eve gave Adam the apple, and they were kicked out of the Garden of Eden.
Women.
Apples.
Hey, Adam
Apples.
Adam bit that thing, so
Literally.
That's what she said.
they were. Yeah.
I'm superstitious maybe, but I don't even have Friday on any of my calendars.
Friday's a good day. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't want to have my apple bitten.
And we're going to make this Friday the 13th the best day ever. Although Tim Mahoney evidently had some bad luck. We normally, we like to have him in on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And he had Thursday the 12th bad luck. He called and left us a message. Here's why he wasn't in.
Hello, everyone. My name's Tim Mahoney. I won't be attending the Twin Cities Hit Show today. I just want to tell you why. It has to do with RCA plug and MC4 cords that you can't match up from the computer to the compressor, back to the mic, then it shoots up the back of the board into the diameter. So it's obviously a very technical problem. This is why I cannot be on the show today. I will be back when we get to diameter 3, and of course bring up the flux thing, and then have the compressor come down and then touch the two wheels, which then will help us in turn be on the show. That's me. I'll be back, so stick around.
I think
every
he's giving...
Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night.
The show won't be on,
No.
so check out Thursdays.
Okay.
Tim on the Twin Cities Hit Show. Thank you.
Is he like watching a rerun of Gilligan's Island in the background?
I think he's pretty accurate with our board problems.
Yeah, that part he has down. Yeah.
We are going to be seeing Tim, and you should all go see Tim Saturday, right?
Yep, Saturday, March 14th at Parkway Theater.
Parkway Theater.
Show starts at 8, I believe. I hope so. Because that's when I'm showing.
We're all going to be there.
Yeah.
It's
We're
a
all
Twin
going to be
Cities
there.
Hit Show night out.
Oh my gosh, we're all having our first date, you guys.
We're all bringing our SOs.
I
You're bringing
know.
your SO, right?
I don't think I am
what's
bringing
an
my
SO?
SO.
Significant others.
Oh.
No, my SO, I'm not sure if he's made that level yet, but also he has a gig.
Oh.
I mean, he's gigs all the time. So.
He's a gigger.
He's a giga.
He's this guy.
Hey, this is the stud that's been getting funky with Courtney, and you're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
I like him a lot.
Join the club. Get in line.
So let's quickly run through some stuff that happened yesterday. Did you see what Robert Downey Jr. did?
No, but I love him.
Iron
you'll
Man
love
4?
him more now. Iron Man went to a kid. I think his name was Alex. He was born with his right arm partially undeveloped.
Mm-hmm.
And so Robert Downey Jr. is with a doctor engineer who's going to present him with an Iron Man-looking artificial limb.
Oh, cool.
And Robert Downey Jr. did it in character as Tony Stark. And here's what happened.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Alex, how are you? Pleasure to meet you. I have another bionics expert on hand, so I thought I'd drop by.
Thank you.
Yes, a pleasure. Nice bow tie, by the way.
Thanks.
How were your travels?
It's very good.
Well, I thought I'd bring one of my gauntlets and match it up with yours and see if everything's copacetic. You want to have a look?
Sure.
Ready?
Yep.
Great.
So he presents
Each
the arm.
one looks the same.
Actually, I think yours might be better than mine.
He has like an Iron Man arm.
Iron Man.
What's his name?
Robert.
Great. Ah, look at that, Dan. It's a marriage of robotic technologies. Bang, nailed it.
The kid was so happy to have an Iron Man arm that works.
That guy is probably one of the most talented humans in the world. Have you seen him sing with Sting?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Sings with a big band and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
He's good.
amazing.
Yeah.
All right, more movie news. All right, geeks. It was announced.
What?
Oh,
There
Lewis,
will be yet another Star Wars, the one that's, in the canon being edited.
Yeah.
That one's coming out.
Okay.
There will be a sequel to the sequel.
Okay,
All
the
right.
one that's in the can, where does that fall in the timeline?
December
Next-
15th.
Is that it?
Yep. My son reminds me about every 2 days.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Not when it's coming out.
Oh.
But where does it fall in the timeline of the story
Oh,
of
it's
Star
30
Wars?
years after we saw Harrison Ford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
All
30
right.
years since
so it's
Princess Leia.
It'll be episode 7.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. and
Obviously,
so-
I can't. Guess I can't make episode -1, right? So we only
Do
gotcha.
whatever they want. He's George Lucas.
And he does.
So let's see. Rian Johnson is the director's name. Will write and direct Star Wars Episode 8. Continues the saga after Star Wars The Force Awakens. And it's set to release May 26, 2017.
Wow.
40 years and a day after the release of Star Wars A New Hope in 1977.
Wow.
Johnson is considered one of the cinema's most gifted filmmakers. He's the guy who directed Looper. If you ever saw Looper,
No.
it's a great film.
Oh, I did. I just
It's a
recently saw that.
freaky film, yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is in it. And,
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who
Yes.
plays young Bruce Willis.
Yes.
Yeah.
They also, at this meeting yesterday, announced there's going to be a standalone Star Wars film with new characters, and a director
so like
will do that.
like fanboy fiction.
Yeah, and the gal from, let me see, The Theory of Everything is going to be in it. Felicity Jones. She was nominated for an
right.
Academy Award for The Theory of Everything, the Stephen Hawking film. So she's a great actress, obviously, nominated for an Academy Award. So that one's also going to be made, they announced. So how about that?
That's pretty.
Oh, I hope they don't
You know
overdo this, though. This is, I love Star Wars, and I went back for my son last weekend, had a marathon, and watched the first 3, or the second pack.
Yeah,
And
they were not that good.
Yeah, they weren't, and I hope they don't overdo it.
But was your son not into it? Because
loved it.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I've heard. George Lucas is like, these films are for children, and of
Yeah.
course, like the people who saw the original are like, but I want to, but it's like,
Yeah.
well,
There was good, more old-fashioned characters in those
Yeah.
first 3 with Harrison Ford
I'm
and such.
not gonna
The-
disagree with
The
that.
soul was kind of taken out of the CGI Lucas ones,
Yeah.
which were more Pixar news and movies being announced yesterday. There will be a Frozen sequel.
Oh, thank
There's a short that's coming out today with Cinderella, with those Frozen characters, but they are going to go full bore and make an actual feature-length Frozen 2. Yeah. Yeah. Frozen, by the way, has generated nearly $1.3 billion at the box office and has become a merchandising juggernaut, breaking sales records on home video and
Wow.
at Disney stores. So, no-brainer that they're going to make a sequel.
yeah.
Let's see. Do they give a release date for this one? You can go see the short today at theaters, but no release date on Frozen 2. Cinderella, by the way, we're going to do a bigger review on the Rusty Gatenby review.
Yeah.
What a fine show.
It is a fine show, but Cinderella is actually very good. It's
Yeah?
not one of those attempts to toughen up the storyline like they did with Snow White and whatever. And Robin, Riding Hood, or Red Riding Hood, they try to toughen it up, and Hansel and Gretel. No. It's as if the people who made the cartoon, Disney's sweet cartoon, were also making a feature length on another part of the lot.
Okay.
But that director is Kenneth Branagh, who's made some of the best Shakespearean films ever. So he's the director of that one. By the way, real quick before we leave Frozen, listen to this parody. There's parodies all over the internet of Let It Go. This is the best one, hands down, and you'll agree, I'm sure. By a young, I think she's 5 years old. Listen to her parody.
Poop comes out of my butt tonight.
Yep.
To be seen.
The poop comes out of my butt
With
tonight.
nothing to wipe with. There's no way I'm getting clean. My stomach's growling with the poop that is inside.
And this person's 30?
The great equalizer.
It's a little girl.
Oh, well.
I got to hear the chorus. Come on.
No one coming, no one can see. Oh my God, now I feel like I have to pee. Don't let them know.
Yes.
Well, now they know.
What is it?
Let me poop. Let me poop.
Let me poop.
Can't hold it in anymore.
You know, the very first time I heard "Let It Go" was just a couple months ago. I was performing in a thing, and a woman did a mime sort of dance to "Let It Go."
Yeah.
But she turned it into a thing about farts.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. So
Let it fart.
no, let it go. But there were all these fart noises.
Don't destroy the song of beauty with your defecation.
One of the best things that happened overnight last night, if you were in bed and you missed it, did you see the president was on Jimmy Kimmel?
No.
Yes, I did.
And you heard about this?
I heard about it, but I haven't heard.
Jimmy Kimmel's got a thing where he has celebrities read mean tweets. So he made a presidential version. He forced the president to read some mean tweets, and here they are.
Obama's hair is looking grayer these days. Can't imagine why, since he doesn't seem to be one bit worried about all that's going on. Is there any way we could fly Obama to some golf course halfway around the world and just leave him there? Well, RW is surfer girl. I think that's a great idea. A 30 rack of Coors Light is $23 now at Sunstop. Thanks, Obama. How do you make Obama's eyes light up? Shine a flashlight in his ears. That's pretty good. Somebody send Obama some life hacks on how to be a good president. Ha ha. Like I bet that would help. LOL. You know, the LOL is redundant when you have the ha ha.
Oh, anyway, I
love it.
I love our president that can get the joke and be smart enough and have thick enough skin to play along.
Yeah.
We're enjoying another beautiful day of weather. Should we tell the folks how we tried to mess with people yesterday?
Yes.
We're going to start going out on the street and just effing with people now and then. So when you see us, play along or be very afraid. Beautiful weather, but I don't know if you've heard the fake forecast of a blizzard that's coming.
Oh.
Neither did some of these folks who we tried to make. We tried to scare them on a beautiful day at Lake Calhoun yesterday. Here's what happened.
I'm Courtney McLean, reporting live for the Twin Cities Hit Show. We're here to talk about the forecast coming. Oh, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask you a question? Have you heard about the forecast that's coming up?
Nuh-uh, no, I haven't.
Did you hear it? Like, we're going to have a blizzard, and it's going to be like, the polar vortex is coming back. How does that make you feel being in Minnesota?
Want to leave.
Let's get this guy. Sir, can I ask you one question? Have you heard about the forecast, though, the big change that's happening? Next week, they say because of the polar vortex equinox thing, Bob, we're going to go back into a blizzard on Tuesday? I don't doubt it.
Have you heard about the weather forecast that's coming up?
I think you're joking. I'm going to get the toe tires off
my name's Courtney McLean. I'm not joking.
So you're fine with that?
Yep.
It doesn't piss you off?
No.
You don't want to punch him? His name is Chuck. You can punch him if you want.
No, I'm good.
Can I punch him?
Sure, if you'd like.
I'm done. No more.
You've got shorts on, so you're in the mood. Are you cold at all?
A little chilly.
Get the toe tires off my minivan, so there's not going to be no more snow.
Do you have a guy for that?
Are you free?
Yeah.
Will you keep the shorts when the blizzard hits?
No.
The beard? Will you keep the beard when the blizzard hits?
Yes.
That's real, right?
Yeah.
Can I pull on it?
No.
Please?
All right, well, you guys have a good day.
Well, let me pull on his beard. It's not real. They didn't believe
You
us.
were so sad about the beard.
That was an awesome beard.
It was. He had
Love
an
the
awesome
music.
beard.
It just added the right level
Yeah,
of
the music
creepiness
was
to our day.
great. Oh, that was so much fun.
And then all of a sudden, no one would come our way. So I said,
Yeah.
all right, the shoot's done.
Yeah.
Well, next time.
And of course, as I was pulling out of the parking lot, there were more people.
Yeah,
running by
that's
with
what
their
I was.
dogs.
That's
So
what I
was
saw.
all, oh man.
Well, it got even a little more got a little worse. Courtney, for some reason, has this been all winter long that you've not shaved your legs?
Yeah, I don't
Clearly.
think I've shaved since like September or October.
Of 2010.
Yeah, since 2010. Yeah.
So we thought, well, as long as we're out here, let's see what people think of Courtney's legs. And there was a construction site, so we went up to the construction site. Here's what happened.
Hi, I'm Chuck. This is Courtney and Rusty. We're from the Twin Cities Hit Show. And you're from Ultimate Events, it looks like. What's your name?
Angel.
Angel. Okay, very good, Angel. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to get your opinion here. Yeah, Courtney is sporting a new look for spring here, and we just want to get your honest opinion on what you think of Courtney's new look, okay? Ooh, there we go.
Oh, my goodness.
So you like that?
I do.
Okay. Would you like to pull one for good luck?
No! No, go ahead.
Go ahead. It's good luck.
Pulls a hair out of her foot.
This is Courtney, and be totally honest. Show your leg to this gentleman.
Oh,
Right?
right, yeah.
Shave or not shave?
Shave, yeah.
You should shave.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Now, are you the kind of worker that would normally catcall at a hot chick walking by?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I brought along a very hot chick, and I just want to get your opinion here on her winter look. So what I want to do is unveil Courtney's look and just get your honest opinion on it. You ready?
Should I shave these for summer?
Nah.
What would?
That's good.
Yeah. So would this be worthy of a catcall?
Of course it would.
Of course it would. That guy was not from around here, by
He
the
was.
way.
Yeah, he was
Oxford.
European, which of course means they love their ladies with hair, right?
Yeah. So we're going to keep going out on the street, and we'll have stuff throughout the days and weeks to come, and including, I think I'll bring my camera along to the Tim Mahoney event. So
Yeah.
well
Oh,
done,
that's
sir.
a great idea.
But right now we have in studio a paperback writer. Tina Ness has written a book, and she's a naughty girl.
My kind of lady.
Don't do that. You said you'd never do that again. I'm fucking serious. Don't fucking do that.
Wow.
He loves it.
No, I hate that. Oh! Sorry, can we start again? We have in studio.
Mad.
I hate that. Let's start again. So, Tina, hey, welcome to the show. Gotta go into the mic, Tina. Into the mic. Just tell us who you are, where you're from, and what the heck has happened.
All right, my name is Tina Ness. I'm born and raised in Mound, Minnesota. I haven't, unfortunately, left there much. I'd like to a little bit more in my future.
Why? What's wrong with Mound?
Mound is great. I do. I like it there. I lived in Bloomington for a little bit, and I was like, I want to go back home. My whole family lives there, so it's just kind of been what I'm used to. I'm a little too comfortable there. Like even driving here today to Minneapolis, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
The big city.
What do you mean? Oh, because of city driving?
I just don't know where I'm going. I was like the one-way streets and stuff, just like I don't know where I'm going. I don't know it that well. So I usually expect someone else to drive me.
So you've written a book. What were you doing before you decided to write a book?
I was a photographer for 8 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ran it out of my home. It wasn't the creative outlet I needed.
Yeah.
I just knew I needed to do something different. So.
And what kind of photography? You got like high school graduation and weddings and such?
I did a lot of high school seniors. I did some pinup, actually.
You
photography.
did?
Yeah, I had some pinup
Oh.
parties and stuff. We had a ball doing that.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't mind going back to doing.
Very
here
boudoir.
and there.
What is a pinup?
Pinup, like sexy pinup girls, you know?
Oh.
Like 1950s, right?
Yeah.
You did that?
I did. I had pinup parties. They were a blast.
Pinup parties?
Yes.
Yeah. So what?
Yes.
Yeah. What does that mean?
People would come with like clothes to wear for the photo shoot, and we would just, I would shoot someone for like 10 minutes, and we'd be drinking champagne
I've never heard of that.
and having a good time. And some of it was a little more risky, and some of it was just like very cutesy and cheeky and fun.
And why
We
did
had
you
a
quit this?
blast.
This sounds breathtaking.
Well, I just haven't had time since I started writing. I can go
Yeah.
back to it at some point.
Yeah.
But, it was.
Could you
it
get
I
back
know
to it next
tons
weekend?
of people that would be
I
into
can
it.
probably get some invites out.
was, you want to plan that for
Do you have
me?
your outfit picked out, Chuck?
Yes, I
You know
do.
what you're wearing?
Something that makes my eyes pop. Something really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your eyes pop.
So you decided to become a writer. Had you been writing before?
I hadn't really written since I was 15. I just in high school was a very bad place for me. I got a lot of confidence kicked out of me, probably, and part of it was because of teachers. I had a teacher that was really not nice to me. My English teacher, of all things, was not a very nice person. He told me I wouldn't amount to anything. I wouldn't go anywhere. And I just didn't feel like I fit in ever. I mean, I had a lot of friends and stuff, but it was just like as far as school was, I was just like, I don't fit in. I'm not smart enough. This and that. I was that person.
Yeah.
And then I've over the years, I'm just like, I can do. I read 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm like, oh my god, I can do that.
Yeah.
So that was
and that's what I need
inspiration.
to do. Yeah, I've always been very drawn to sexuality and sensuality and that kind of stuff.
I don't know what that's like.
No, I can tell that you don't. But it's. I mean, since I was young, I actually told my mom I wanted to be a stripper when I was like 8. Because I liked the idea. I liked the idea of the sexiness of it.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what that meant, but I like the sexuality. To me, has always been a very big draw.
And what did she say about that? What did Dad say about that?
I don't know if Dad heard that one, actually.
So communication was a problem between your parents. Good. That's what we're getting at.
My mom knew. She knew I didn't really want to be.
Yeah.
She knew that there was something that was
Oh,
of interest
Tina,
to me.
You're always making up stories.
I know.
She bought you baby's first pole.
Right.
Barbie.
When I was 8 years old, I was making my Barbies underneath blankets.
Here's Barbie stripper friend Candy.
I was drawing nipples on my Barbies.
I played Barbies till I was 15.
Yeah?
I was like, I like this whole thing.
Yeah, I played late too. I mean, I was probably about 13, but still, I played with Barbies late because I think it was like there's a naked lady's body and a naked dude's body,
Heck yeah.
Confession, I played with Barbies late too.
Yeah,
like
late last night.
Last week. Yeah.
I'm
And
lonely.
by the way,
I'm lonely.
Dude, just to clarify, that inflatable thing is not a Barbie.
It's got a hole in it. It's not even inflatable anymore.
That is not a Barbie.
It looks more like a yoga mat right now with the face.
Oh my god.
Is this still on?
Yeah, right.
Are
A yoga mat with a
still-
face. Now I'm like inventing yoga mats with faces in my
Downward dog.
Yeah.
So, 50 Shades of Grey, the books, are what you said, hey, I could do this.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed 50 Shades of Grey, but they weren't written the greatest. And I was like, I don't have to be like amazing. I don't have to be Shakespeare. I don't have to be, you know. But I knew that I could I had the imagination to do it. So that's what editors are for.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yep.
What other kind? Have you read any other kinds of erotica, or what other kind of erotic things inspire you? Since have we even mentioned that you are an erotic novelist? We
Well,
have said you're a paperback writer.
I am technically an adult contemporary romance author, not an
okay.
erotica, because
I see.
it's because of how much there has to be 50% or more sex in a book for it to be considered erotica.
Oh, so you're
I'm
ACRA?
I am adult contemporary romance.
ACRA.
Yeah,
That's what we call it.
Really? Wow.
Adult contemporary romance author.
That's news.
Yeah. ACRA. I think there's a union for that.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
That's funny that there are rules. So what's the plan then? How did you go about it? First of all, you sit down at a computer, and then what happens?
I did not know what my characters were going to look like. I didn't know where they were going to go. I didn't know what they were going to do. I am what's called a pantster writer.
A what?
And it's basically writing by the seat of your pants.
Oh,
you sit
Pantster.
down. Yep. It's very technical.
Do you not? You don't? Do you plan out with outlines or anything like that?
I tried to do it, and it was like then I was all messed up.
Yeah.
So I was like, no. So I just sit down, and I still read what I wrote, and I'm like, oh my god, I wrote that? I was possessed or something when I wrote it.
Yeah, in the
I surprised
zone.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you seam it all together? It sounds like you just kind of bang it out.
Yeah.
Bang
Pretty
it
much.
out.
Yep.
Sorry.
Banging it
Nice.
out a lot.
I didn't mean that to come out that way.
Sure.
You make love it out.
So how long did it take then to write a book?
From the time I started it to the time I was actually had a book in my hand, it was about a year and a half. But there was times I didn't write for like 2 months because I wasn't feeling it. I'd sit down and I'd try, and it was like, nope, I'm just not feeling it. It needed to be an organic thing for me. It just needed to flow. I need to be in the right mood for sure.
Did you have people in your life that you were letting read as you were working?
I did have a few friends. Actually, the girl that's on the cover of the book, who's a friend of mine, she was one, and then I had my cousin and my sister, and My mom has read it, but she
You're kidding.
was so busy that my neighbor is 104 years old.
Yeah.
She read it more than once, and she was actually a Catholic school teacher, and she gave me feedback on my book.
Oh, wow.
Pretty awesome.
I'm alive. Thank you for giving me this gift.
She's 104.
And she read 50 Shades of Grey after my book. because
Yeah.
She was like, ooh, okay.
Into it.
Oh, dear, oh, me.
There's a story
Oh my
that
God.
she's, what, you said she's 104?
104.
She's going to like be
She's
the
got her
longest
own
living person because of your book.
Yeah. We need her as a guest.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to
Oh
her.
my gosh,
as well.
totally. Totally.
Have
Well-
her read a page of it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna let you hear Jeff DeBay read from your book. We're gonna be
Oh,
taking
my
a
goodness.
we're gonna be taking a break, and if you stick around, can we talk some more about you?
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
here's what I'd like to ask you about. I'd like to, for folks at home that are listening, who think they can write. I wonder what kind of advice you could give them. What you did to get a book. Is it published or what's going on with it?
Yep, it's published. I did the photography. I designed the cover even.
Okay.
So that was a pretty nice thing to have.
Yeah.
But then I'm working on the second book and
look at
and
you.
also a third book. So
Nice.
I got a lot going on right
All right.
now.
Good
We're
for
gonna-
you.
Sports guy Jeff DeBay is going to read from your book again, and then we're going to find out more about if you want to be an author. Take some advice from Tina. She's got a book and now another one on the way. We, though, have to take a break.
The Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck. We'll be right back.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005. The Alive and Social Network is alive and growing. From the best in sports, music, movies, and beer, Alive and Social is what all the cool kids click on. Featuring characters like radio rebel Jeff DeBay, Star Tribune pundit Jim Suhan, Unfiltered, and television veteran and handsome man Rusty Gatenby. You can also taste the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly. Join the band with live band karaoke night from legendary O'Gara's in St. Paul and the live music showcase from Shamrocks. Yes, Alive and Social Network does indeed rock and roll. The Jeff DeBay Show, Jim Suhan Unfiltered, the Rusty Gatenby Review, the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly, live band karaoke, and Shamrock's live music showcase. Join the fun. Be alive and social with the Alive and Social Network.
The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network. With Suhan Unfiltered, sports columnist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, Jim Suhan presents in-depth conversations with the best writers and sports personalities in the area. Suhan brings professional journalism flavor without the verbal censoring. Find out what unfiltered really means. Only on the Alive and Social Network. SuhanUnfiltered.com.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Alrighty then.
Alone. I love that song.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a great song.
Oh.
It's a lot of fun.
So last week, and Tina, I guess you heard, sports guy Jeff DeBay read
I
excerpts from your book. Let me get the title correct again. It Will Always Be You.
Yes.
he is not by nature a sexy beast. Shall we listen to a little bit of what Jeff did with your book?
Please.
All right,
sure.
Here we go. Jeff DeBay. Apparently not very happy that we made him read from your book, Tina, but here's what happened.
Hello? Okay, so just start anytime? All three parts? Or just the first part? All right. 3, 2, and 1. Within seconds, he has me backed up, tucked between him and my open car door. His mouth is on mine, and his hand disappears into my black work pants and deep down into panties. Time out! This is a woman's part. This is a woman's part. Oh, God. But the problem is, Rusty's not funny, so I'm going to come off like an idiot. Oh, well, thanks. All right. Take. I love you, baby. Should I read it in a woman's voice? Should I read it in in a falsetto woman's voice?
Right my fingers.
Oh God! This can't end well. All right, I'll just do it. 3, 2, 1. Within seconds, he has me backed up, tucked between him and my open car door. His mouth is on mine, and his hand disappears into my black work pants and deep down into my panties. Yes, panties. I gasp, and he bites down on the lower lip I'd moments ago used to get him going, like only I can. His fingers dip into my sex, and he moans as he does it. You weren't kidding. You aren't kidding, he whispers in my ear. I'm surprised as he withdraws his hand, since it had only touched me a moment. Seeing my surprise, he grins devilishly. And then he brings his fingers up to his mouth and sucks one, then the other.
Yep.
What I'm doing to you right now tastes delicious. My knees feel like limp noodles. This is the single most sexy thing I've ever experienced.
Yes.
That's the
Us
part
too,
one.
Jeff.
Okay.
Us too. Us too.
I think Courtney should have read it after.
Yeah.
Well.
So you've been texting with.
I have, yeah. There was a lot of Twitter banter yesterday.
Yeah, we had. If you're not following us on Twitter at
You
Cities
should.
Hit Show, you missed yesterday Jeff DeBay and author Tina Ness.
What happened?
Going back and forth.
I missed it.
Well, I'm gonna read it to everybody.
All right,
So Tina says, "Listen to Jeff DeBay read about 7 minutes of my book." At Cities Hit Show, laugh my ass off. #awkward. What the hell have I gotten myself into? Jeff DeBay replies, just messing with you, Tina. Thanks for being a good sport. I'm the one who never gets laid.
Aww.
#sleepy beast. Tina replies, maybe you should have read more seductively, and I might have scored you a few points with the ladies. LOL. Jeff replies, I was going to write a romance novel based on me, but people don't enjoy detailed descriptions of masturbation.
Okay, Jeff.
Nice. Disagree.
And then Chuck chimes in.
Oh, boy.
He is
Did he do a dirty noise on Twitter?
Don't. Whoa, Rusty just put up a closed
I got a
fist.
fist. I like it.
Don't do that.
So Chuck replies, he is amazingly sensual. His voice really brought life to that character. Tina says, I'd have to argue that one. And then Tina says again, must have been the actual story that did it. LMAO. And that's the end of our Twitter conversation.
That's an acronym, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. It's,
what does it stand
it's
for?
erotica for
Lick
let
my
ass open.
It's weird how 3 of those words we were completely in sync. And then the 4th one, odd.
So, Tina, where can people get your book?
They can get my book on Amazon. They can get it on Barnes & Noble. They can get it in Mound at Jubilee Foods.
Or your house.
Ooh.
They can get it from me, yeah.
Is there
sure.
a place we should that helps you the most? That doesn't take the biggest cut.
That would be actually Bayside Floral in Spring Park.
Oh, very cool.
Just go there, get some flowers. Actually, get some flowers for your woman.
Yeah.
Grab her the book while you're there.
Nice.
And
Look at you.
Jennifer's
Life
got a
coach.
birthday coming up.
That's the gift that gives back for
Life
sure.
coach.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Should I trim these legs? Take a look at this. Life
No.
coach.
You just shaved last week. What's going on?
I don't know. It comes back quickly.
All right.
Describe the story. What is It Will Always Be You about?
It is about, her name is Elizabeth. She works at a hotel. And Marshall comes into the hotel frequently, and he's a good-looking guy, kind of has a good head on his shoulders. She's like, way out of my league, doesn't think that she has anywhere to go with that. And she wants to be actually an interior designer, but she's just kind of stuck in where she's at and just doesn't have the confidence to move on. And they run into each other near the shores of Lake Superior, and everything kind of escalates from there. There's kind of instant chemistry, and she actually has a situation where something bad happens to her, and that kind of brings out some past things from him, and she finds out he's not as put together as she thought, and then she kind of loses it a little bit more, and so it's the big part of it is her gaining her confidence. I mean, that was
that's
nice. being a woman, and Courtney and I were just talking about how, just being a woman, it's just really hard to always have that confidence and not fit that mold and whatever. And so as the book goes on, she starts to gain more and more confidence and basically takes life by the horns finally, and actually she's really confident in the second book. I've got a scene that I'm writing that is a role-playing scene. That's going to be really fun.
You dirty little Tina.
Like she rings the doorbell and she's like the plumber.
I don't want to say what she is, but she's
all, oh, is that my butt crack?
Why, I declare.
Why, I declare.
I'm a daughter.
So the second book is a continuation of the first book.
The first book is her point of view, and the second one is told from his.
Oh, Lord.
So you get to. I'm in the male brain right now.
Oh,
So,
God help you. That's a short trip.
Well, it's a little
Over and
easier.
over
It's
again.
less
Very
complicated.
simple. You want to have sex? Yes, no.
I'm perfect. I can do anything.
Right.
So when you write this, as you describe, seat of your pants, and you don't know where the book is going to end, do you have, after you've done that, go, where did that come from? Do you sometimes worry, like when Paul McCartney wrote Yesterday, he woke up and played it to everyone going, have you heard this song before? He wanted to make sure he wasn't stealing from someone else. Do you want to make sure you're not stealing from a Netflix soap opera movie?
Yeah, I kind of did. That's why it took me so long to finish it. I sat on the last couple chapters for the longest time. I'm like, there's got to be something big that happens at the end. And it came to me one day, and it was like, my hair stood up. I was like, oh my God, this is it. And there's a twist at the end that people are just like, holy crap,
man.
I didn't expect that.
Oh, does she have a penis? Darn it.
Oh, man, that would make the rest of the story really interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how they worked around that, the earlier part of the book.
See, now that has been done before, so
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The crime
I'm
game.
sure.
Right.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So what would your advice be then to someone who's thinking, God, I want to write a book too?
You just have to do it. Just go for it. Don't.
How did you get publishing? How did you get it on the shelves? And it's a nice professional-looking book jacket and all that.
I'm self-published. I did do it on my own, but I did have the help of Wise Ink Publishing out of Minneapolis here. They've been around for a year. They have been incredible. They were very supportive and just kind of my contact. I mean, I could have done anything through them that I wanted. I got some editing done through them. I was going to hire out the book cover, and then I went, why would I do that?
I'm a photographer.
You're a photographer,
So
right?
and I actually have had authors approach me to see if I could do their book cover.
Oh,
but,
wow.
Hey,
so
there you go.
I might not. I mean, I don't need to
Why
really
not?
spend the time. It's just so time consuming.
Yeah,
More time
and
at
plus
the computer.
then more people know about your photography, and then
Right.
you're back in photography again,
Right.
which you didn't
and
want
I
to be.
didn't
yeah.
want. I didn't like that business part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, do you want to join our show here for the rest of the half hour? Just chime in. Courtney's got some
I would
issues
love
she's
to.
going
I'm
to talk
having a
about.
ball.
Yeah,
This is
awesome.
great.
I've got some issues.
We're going to Courtney's part of the show now.
Yeah. So, reading on the internet, I'm putting myself out there again. Well, I don't know if I'm even putting myself out there again. I guess I was out there. And now
Are
I'm
you
back in.
dating
I have no
cello
idea.
guy, or what's
You're
the
in there.
relationship?
We are. Yeah, we're dating. Yes.
If someone said, "Do you have a boyfriend?" you would say,
I would not say he is not my boyfriend, but I personally am seeing him exclusively.
Hey, Courtney?
I don't really have any.
This is bullshit. We need this for the show.
What?
Break up. We need the Tinder bit
Yeah,
for the show.
I know,
folks.
right?
No, it's over.
It's over.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you be upset if he found out he was seeing someone else?
If I
In
found out he
addition
was
to you.
Well, we already have discussed that we are going to be open and honest with each other about that because it's so soon. We like each other a lot, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is so early in the relationship that I don't feel like I can expect that either of us can expect exclusivity from each other, even though
There are other
we do
foxes
things
in
that
the
married
forest.
people don't do. There are other foxes in the forest.
You'll have to listen to a previous episode to find out what that means.
There's been some tail play, Tina. There's been some tail
actually
play.
did hear some of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Fabulous.
yeah.
Fabulous.
Please.
All right. So what'd you find?
So I would like to say that appropriately, I found an article about this 12-year-old already knows the secret to dating. I just thought this was really cute. A tween girl from New York City has some pretty solid insight to dating. Although 12-year-old Deja Palmer is new to this idea that you would voluntarily spend your time with a boy, she's already got a lot of things figured out and really would like us all to learn a little something. And she basically says this. I think it's so cute. She has a boyfriend, but they are smartly taking things slow and acting like 12-year-olds.
Wow,
The
that's
12-year-olds they are. I wouldn't say that we are like a teenage couple, honestly. We don't act like one. I think we are pretty much age appropriate, she said. We don't talk nasty to each other or dirty to each other in a sexual way, We hug, we hold hands, we have little moments, but it's not like we're making out and sucking faces and we actually haven't even kissed. So I think, even though I'm not practicing what I'm preaching right now, she has a list of resolutions on her bright blue wall of her bedroom, and one of which is no boy drama.
Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Right?
She
It's
just
human
lost me.
beings, impossible to talk about. And then there's another story that I found that I wanted to talk to about, which is the opposite of, Tina, of what you experienced in school. The feel-good high school prank of the year. A bunch of students made their principal stand in the middle of the hallway with a paint-splattered bucket. And they all dropped like wonderful thank you notes into it for him. This is at Wichita High School, and Wichita High School North senior Emily Jones was the one that organized this. And they just like thanked their principal. I just think that is so
That's cool.
fabulous.
I wonder what the
and
principal had
adorable.
done.
He oversees everything, Emily says. She told Today.com. And it was just basically I guess is just a great principal, and the students love him, and like they love the school, and he's the representative.
That's
of
pretty
the school.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one good principal, And
yeah.
while he was out of high school, school, he got it.
Excellent.
He was a disciplinarian, but
Yeah.
Sometimes
Well,
kids like that.
Yeah, exactly. Kids need boundaries,
Yeah.
right? They need to be told. They need to be made sure that they are being taken care of, but also like reined in.
Yep. Tough.
Right?
Go back to episode 2, Jamie. Tough parenting.
Oh, right. Tough parent. Right. Chuck's arrest story.
Oh, yeah.
Gabby.
Yeah. I called her Jamie like 3 times throughout the stupid show.
Where'd you go to high school, Tina? Out there in Mound?
I went to Mound. I'm not ripping on how Mound is now. It just my year was a year that a lot of teachers were going to retire, and it was not very pretty. I spent quite a bit of time in the vice principal's office, but he was kind of my buddy.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Mound,
cool.
Mound is kind of a not weird, but it's a very close-knit community, and people from Mound are very Mound-centric.
I had a professor in college at the University of Wisconsin-Madison who just messed me up for a long time, and I still think back to it. He was a creative writing professor, and he was just not engaged in the class. An old guy.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what actor I would make him visual. Kind of Orville Redenbacher, kind of a gray-haired, thin guy. And at the end of the semester, he was like, I just got to tell you, kids, that I'm dying. I won't be teaching. This is my last class. But as a class, you are all a big disappointment to be my last class.
Oh, for God's sake.
Wow.
I was like...
You're all, bye-bye.
I'm dying, and
I'll see you later.
Wow. Yeah.
He gave us all B's. No one got an A. No one got an F. So he just B's for everyone. You were, as a class, you were the most disappointing class in my tenure.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm like, what kind of a soul is that?
That just sounds like somebody who is dying as a result of something, and he's super bitter about it and just never came to grips with his own mortality.
Side note, he's
what a
still
way
alive.
to go out.
Right.
He's still alive. He's
Side
living in the
note,
tropics right now.
Well, we all walked out and Silas just stunned.
Right?
Like, how do you comprehend this? And then we never really did.
Oh, wow. I wish somebody just went up to him at the end of the class and gave him a big hug.
Yeah.
And just was like, just kind of played along with it and been like, I'm sorry we were such a big disappointment to you.
Can you write us from hell, Professor?
Right, yeah.
Oh, my God. That is probably one of the more depressing things.
Yeah. I haven't really told many people that story.
Wow.
I took my bee and went, yay, I got a bee!
Well,
I wish all my teachers were dying. I'd be on the honor roll.
Oh man. Well, it takes all kinds, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how he felt walking out of that. If he was just like, that to me, to get to that point where you would just blame a whole classroom for your.
You would hope he wasn't. You would hope before he died he had a better epiphany than that.
Yeah, right.
Life sucks. You suck.
Yeah.
You suck. Everyone sucks.
No.
Now I'm dead. I mean, what a way to.
Part of me kind of likes that. Just
Well,
you
that's
would
why
don't
he
have the
was
epiphany.
miserable. That's why he was miserable
Right.
because he.
Yeah, that's why he died.
Yeah,
You would think
exactly.
in Hollywood, if they were writing the script, it'd be the
Right.
opposite. It'd be his most inspirational. You guys are my last class. I'm going to make you. Instead, he was like, never said anything.
Or
Quietly died the whole semester.
Or that's
quietly died the
yeah,
whole
right. Or that's what happens. He walks out of the class, and then we see his life afterwards, and like that's what I would want to see is like what happens to him afterwards. And maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe he came across one of your classmates, and like they told him, and they were like, "What the hell, man?" Maybe somebody had some real compassion, and like went up to him and was like, Let me take you to Disneyland or something.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
know.
I'm writing a screenplay to this as we speak. Like he could do it differently. He could go back, and now things change.
Well, yeah, he could be visited by three spirits. The
Yeah,
spirit
there
of
you go.
crappy man past, crappy man present, and
Yeah.
I gotta tell you that the teacher that said that to me lives across the street from me.
Now?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I actually talk to his wife all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
He waves at me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you even remember what? I haven't said anything to him, of course, but
Yeah.
I was just
do you
like,
feel
do
the
you even
need to have
remember?
that conversation? I think I
People
would.
keep trying to talk me into it, and
I
I actually
know.
ran across my dance teacher that wasn't very nice to me once too, and I almost said something to her. My husband pulled me back. He's like, "Don't." I'd had a couple drinks, so it probably
Yeah.
wasn't a good idea anyway.
Well, yeah, maybe not when you're a little liquored
right,
up.
Yeah.
right. But I
Is-
don't know. I
Well,
might.
you
If I
know-
talk to him, I might be like,
Is
"Hey."
the teacher across the street retired?
Yes, he
well,
retired the year that I graduated. That
so
was
at least
his last
he's not
year. So
messing up other kids
That's
then.
so
Right,
weird.
right.
Like my creative writing English teacher in high school, same thing. Just took away all the creative spirit in me. I don't know what is
That's
with
such
these
a
people.
bummer.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not creative all on the show.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
See,
Which
but for all the shitty teachers, there are also those awesome teachers
totally,
that
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
change our. I did have an English teacher in my 9th grade year, Mr. Domini, who was one of my favorites. I remember when we were reading I think it was Romeo and Juliet, and there was some fight scene or something. He jumped up on his desk and started throwing pens at us, and it was hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain,
I
my
loved it.
captain. I had one inspirational teacher that was awesome, and she lived in Roseville, and I was a Roseville cop, and I'd stop by her house all the time. She's one of those
Oh.
teachers you stayed in touch with. She got killed by a head-on drunk driver. Oh my God. And it tore everyone's heart apart. People went
Yeah.
to this assembly, but that's the cool part is she had a legacy, and all the students went to this assembly for her.
I had a biology teacher who, he would make science fun by cracking jokes and such. And then on Fridays, if we got our homework done and got through the assignment, he would play albums of our choice. So I remember
cool.
Earth, Wind, and Fire hearing Earth, Wind, and Fire
Yeah.
for the very first time in like 9th grade biology.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow,
that's
that's
See, but that's the
great.
stuff you remember. Those are the people who make
Totally,
the difference.
yeah.
Those are
Those are the people you want to do homework for.
Yeah, you're like, God, do your homework,
Yeah.
everyone, so we can listen to
Yes.
albums on Friday.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry I only got to be in your class.
And then he got run over by a truck. Okay, Chuck? There you go. You happy now with my story?
I know.
Do you
right?
wonder why I'm a little cynical, though? Seriously, that kind of stuff touches me. Like, this woman reached so many lives.
Yeah.
And it's always the good one. It is sad.
Yeah.
Life.
Live well, people. Live well.
Get the man a tissue.
Oh, he's got allergies.
I have bad allergies.
And issues. Okay, Chuck.
And-
Here we go.
Police blotter. Akron police parked car pooper has struck 19
Oh,
times.
wow.
The suspect has been dubbed the serial pooper, mystery pooper, and the bowel movement bandit after dropping deuces on 19
hell?
parked cars in Akron. Akron, Ohio, March 12th. Police in Akron, Ohio said a man photographed defecating on a vehicle is believed to be behind, see what you did there, at least 19 incidents of parked car pooping. Police said the man, who has been nicknamed the serial pooper, the mystery pooper, and the bowel movement band, has been linked to 19 incidents involving human feces being left on parked vehicles dating back to May of 2012.
Wow.
Yeah. Coincidentally, that's when the new high-fiber diet was rolled out at Market Pantry. The man, who police said usually strikes between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. Well, at least he's regular. So that's good. Was caught on camera by a resident Wednesday. Akron Police Lieutenant Rick Edwards, who used to go by Dick until he became a cop, said all the incidents have taken place in the city's Castle Holmes area. The suspect could face charges, including criminal mischief, if he is identified. And there's a good picture of him.
Oh, man.
He's looking at the camera.
He's looking at the camera. Maybe
he is like, I see you filming me.
And he has a daughter, evidently.
Comes out of my butt tonight. No toilet paper to be seen.
Wow.
A bathroom with nothing to wipe with. There's no way I'm getting clean.
So, if you live in the Akron, Ohio area, please help us solve this heinous crime. Please.
He's still out there pooping?
It's still happening.
This poop is loose?
This man must be stopped.
He's got loose stools.
Wow.
Okay.
So is he... I don't know why I want to know this question, but they
Yes.
don't describe the poop. Like, if he's doing it regularly, like he's nice and
apparently
solid.
he eats a lot of corn. That's
He
what
eats
I'm
a
getting
lot
from
of
this.
corn.
Artist rendering of his turds.
Yes. Just where did the poop touch you?
Why is he doing this? Let's
Because
figure this
people
out.
are crazy.
Yeah,
And he's doing it on cars.
Yeah.
So he's got two things. He wants to poop in public and on cars.
Yeah, I hear no mention of
Well,
motorcycles.
you know,
so that's
if you crouch down too far, you might get some on your pants. So it's
Yeah.
probably just more at his butt level, a hood of a car. Or
I'm blaming a high school shop teacher.
the man is in his 50s for sure.
Why? Oh, because of the video.
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're blaming his original high school shop teacher.
Oh,
yeah. Who's like, you're going to grow up and all you're going to be doing is pooping on cars. And that's how you're going to make your name in
If
the
you
world.
can't fashion this birdhouse I'm teaching you how to make, you're going to be living in a cardboard box and pooping on cars, son. Get it together.
It's my destiny. Car pooper.
Seriously.
Everyone
But
gets their
I'm
15
single.
Automobile pooper. Automobile pooper.
We need
Yeah,
to make this
we went
stop,
there.
please.
All right.
Twin City
Is
Hit
there
Show.
any
Yeah.
other?
Well, I have another poop story because this
do?
seems to, man rolls in dog waste to try avoiding arrest. Plan fails. Police say a Pennsylvania man dropped to the ground and rolled around in dog waste to avoid being arrested for public drunkenness, but he was taken into custody anyway. Brave cops. I would have let that one go. This is a misdemeanor. Roll and poop. Goodbye. That's
What was he about to be arrested for?
Police tell the time the officer came upon the 45-year-old Maurice Franklin early Monday after he jumped into traffic. They believed he may have been under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
When officers tried to arrest him, they say he lay down in the waste and told... Oh, I'm sorry. They say he slurred his words and first claimed he was walking erratically to avoid stepping in the dog feces on the sidewalk. Then, when they tried to arrest him, he said he lay down on the waste and told authorities they couldn't arrest him because he was covered in feces. And here's my out on that. Yep, can't arrest you. You're rolling in feces.
So Tina just showed me this meme called Shit Yeah. It's Friday. Shit Yeah.
Oh,
It's disgusting.
No, come on.
You guys.
No.
Is that a woman?
Yes.
I'll give you this.
I'm not posting this.
That is a very
I'm
small
not-
sphincter because she's compacted that thing
Yeah.
into
With
a
the
rocket.
Poo-poo coming out of her butt?
I am not posting this on our page.
No.
But
My butt
listen,
tonight. No toilet paper to be seen.
listeners, if you Google "It's Friday," shit, yeah,
Oh.
just don't Google it. Work when people are watching. It is literally, literally.
I will
There's
tell
one that's
you.
worse than that.
Oh, really?
No, Tina, no.
No, it's so bad.
I'm gonna look though because I'm.
Your next series should be all poop
I was
erotica.
hoping you'd run across that
Yeah,
one. The other
oh.
one.
Tina, write poop erotica
Oh, there's
for me.
37.
God, no.
This Friday the 13th just got horrible.
It really is so horrible.
Some of
I
my
can help
Oh
you
my
guys with that.
god.
some of my best cop stories are poop stories. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
There's so much poop.
Wait,
in law
why?
enforcement. Oh, people pooping everywhere. People, they poop in the back of your police car. One
We-
guy, I call Detective Hartman, or Potter now, you're married. You know who you are. She was always with me when we'd come across weird poop incidents. People pooping in their pants. People...
Well, you can't get arrested for pooping in your pants, can
No,
you?
but they're in the jail. And guess who has to clean that
'Cause-
shit up?
Lock me up
Yeah.
is all I got to say.
I had a
I've
guy...
got a great poop and pants story too.
Yeah, do you really?
I
All
yeah,
right.
I told it. Well, I mean, I don't have to, but I
Well,
told.
we're already there.
Yeah.
It's okay. I ate eggs Florentine at the Uptown Diner back in 2006. It was the first time I ever visited the Twin Cities. And I was here for the Fringe Festival. I was doing a one-woman show, which had a lot about my sexuality in it. I'm a sexy person, I think. And so this was horrible. Like, in the middle of the night, had some eggs Florentine at Uptown Diner and drove all the way back home to downtown St. Paul where I was staying. Felt the surge in my stomach. It was literally at the door, unlocking the door, and could not get it unlocked fast enough. And just my body gave up on me.
I had to give a presentation to the police command staff.
Mhm.
I put on my dress blues and all the nice uniform, and right before the presentation, I shit myself. And I had to
Whoa.
throw my underwear out and go to the meeting sans underwear because there was no rescuing that meeting.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sharded.
Yeah. There we go.
Is that why you were talking about cops and people pooping and the back seats of most squad cars are like clean? You can clean them. They're like plastic or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Seriously, things get in there. I had one gal got really mad at me, and it was her time of the month. So she reached around in her handcuffs and put it all over the inside of my car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Disgusting.
She went to jail, I hope.
Yeah.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Biohazard Friday. Yay!
Biohazard Friday. This is probably as gross as we're ever going to get, listeners. So please come back on Monday. On Monday,
Yeah, what's happening Monday?
we are talking to Chris Knutson, who is
Yes.
also a local comedian, part of the Turkeys as well. So if you're going to the Brave New Workshop tonight or tomorrow night to watch the Turkeys at Brave New Workshop, you will meet our friend Chris Knutson. He is also part of the comedy rap group Valley Meadows.
Love Valley
Meadows are fantastic.
Yeah.
They are what I like to call the Dirty Curls comedy music brothers.
So funny.
Because we're pretty much the two best comedy bands in Minnesota. So
Their
but
videos are out of the
Their videos are
park.
amazing.
Yeah.
But Chris will be a great guest on Monday.
Yeah, and
so-
I hope he talks about it, but he has this viral video about his baby.
Oh, yes. We have to post that. It's so cute.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's had like 1 million plus hits.
Has it really?
Yeah, it's huge.
Good for him. That's great.
Well, we still have a couple of minutes left in the show. I'm going to totally cleanse palate.
Thank you.
I'm going to clean the
Little
poop
ginger.
out of everyone's mouth.
Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
You friend. Where do we fall on the Phil Collins coin?
As Alec Baldwin said on 30 Rock, I have a heart, don't I? A heart and ears.
I actually had this album for a while. I'm sorry to admit.
Yeah, in the 90s, I mean, I grew up in college, Genesis, a big Genesis fan, and he took over Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s, he had all those hits. This is a sweet one. And of course, the one that he gets a negative rap is this one.
Oh, God, really? I love this song.
Oh, really? Music purists are like, okay, this couldn't be more McDonald's sugary crap.
Oh, yeah, but, well, I mean, I think Phil Collins got worse after this, but I don't know.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he did the Tarzan. I don't know. This song, I mean, when this song came out, I was like 6 or 7. So it's like, this is what, it reminds me of being a kid. And maybe that's what. Studio.
Well, yesterday, Phil Collins was made an honorary Texan.
Really?
Which made me uncomfortable.
I've only been to Dallas and Austin, but I love those two towns.
It made Texas uncomfortable.
So why?
He walked down the House floor with State Representative Joe Pickett, a Democrat. Thank you. As he toyed with the gift from star Phil Collins gave the representative a drumstick. Collins became an honorary Texan at the Capitol for his magnificent collection of historical artifacts that he donated to the Alamo.
Oh.
The status of an
the
honorary
basement?
Texan was made official by the resolutions passed in the House of the Senate.
I remember the Alamo.
During his, I see what you did there. When he had his string of '90s hits, he used all that money, evidently, to buy artifacts from the Alamo, and he became the #1 person in the world to have Alamo artifacts. Davy Crockett's hat, Jim Bowie's knife, coats and boots and armor and such.
Wow.
That's just weird.
He spent his money doing that.
What's his fascination?
Good question.
Because he's English, so it's like he has this...
When he was a boy, he got Disney on the channel. And he used to watch
Davy Crockett,
the Disney
Oh,
show.
cool.
And as a kid, he loved this.
Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, greenest state in the land of the free. Raised in the woods, so he knew every tree. Killed him a bar when he was only
Sing
3.
it!
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
So there you go. As a kid, that just
That's cool.
got so deep in him as a child, gave him such joy that when he became an adult and had the wherewithal, by golly, he bought Davy Crockett's actual hat. And then the collection continued, and he became the biggest person in the world with the most Alamo artifacts. And then last year, he said in an interview that he was going to give it to the Alamo Museum, and they didn't believe him. Sure enough, crate loads of stuff showed up.
Wow.
So yesterday, actually Wednesday,
They're like-
Texas honored him and made him an honorary Texan.
Oh, wow.
So I forgive you, Phil Collins, for going to Texas.
Okay, I'm in.
All right, what do we got going on Monday? Huh? What do we got going on?
We got Chris Knutson. We were just
Okay,
talking
all
about
right.
him. Yeah, Chris Knutson.
I should listen to the show.
Yeah, that's cool.
On Monday,
That's cool.
Chris Knutson.
Chris Knutson will be here.
He's part of Valley Meadows. Did I mention that?
Yeah, Valley Meadows. Who else do we have? Do we have Jay Elvis?
Yeah,
next?
he's on Wednesday.
He's on Wednesday.
Yeah, so Monday's Knutson, Tuesday's St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day.
Tina Ness's book is It Will Always Be You. You can go out to where in Mound and get it?
You can get it at Bayside Floral, which is in Spring Park,
Spring
or
Park.
they sell it too at Jubilee Foods.
And Amazon.com.
Yep, Amazon. Yep.
And-
Google Tina Ness. You'll easily find it.
She just announced that Chuck and I will be on the cover of her next book.
Yes. Tenderly embracing.
He will be the gal, and I'm going to be the
Hey,
man.
that's not how you sold
All
this
right,
to
we'll
me.
flip the coin.
And I'm going to be sitting in the back laughing.
Actually, MM Romance is pretty popular right
Yeah?
now.
Oh, nice. MMs.
Man.
Mail on-
Male. I don't know how you say it exactly.
Mommy.
Oh, okay.
I
Wow.
haven't read any.
You know, we almost landed the plane safely.
Oh, yeah.
There was
What
a little
is
bit
that?
of turbulence. I thought I got us out of that, and I saw the runway, and now
Friday the 13th.
we crashed.
Poop.
All right. Yep, that was a poopy way to end the show.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Maybe we'll see you out there at the Brave New Workshop tonight, or the Parkway, right? for
Yeah,
Tim
Parkway
Mahoney's.
for Tim Mahoney's U2 show.
All
Your
right.
cast will be at both events.
Have good luck today on Friday the 13th.
Twin Cities Hit Show, Twin Cities
Twin
Hit Show,
Cities
Twin
Hit
Cities Hit Show.
It's over. The hit show is over. You've been listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck. Now go home, unless you're already home.